record. Emily Mack, yours says, oh, it said Barbie here. I was like, oh, it says Barbie. That's cool, whatever. We all want to be Barbie, I know.
I logged in as her once, and ever since then, it just defaults to that, and I have to manually type in my name. Maybe you can show me how to fix it.
I don't know. I've seen that happen. I don't even know, but that's cool. Maybe in her account or something. Awesome. Well, I'm excited that you guys are all on. So fun. First and foremost, I am going to say some recognition. We had 6 rank advancements last week on the team, so that's super exciting. That means people are getting paid for sharing products that they love, and then paid for showing other people how to do the same. Like, that's as simple as it is, right? Simple. So new consultants, one is Ashley Allen, very exciting. And another is Michelle Boyer, and I'm talking to her later this week, yay. And then Lexi Jo Denicky, I believe I'm saying that right, Denicky, sounds right. Yeah, Kristen can nod, yep, cool. Leah Butler, these are all new consultants. Sarah Oxford, who I connected with last night, super fun. And then we have a new Crystal manager, and she hit it within the time frame of the first 60 days of hitting associate, which is so exciting, an extra $250 on top of everything she's been doing. And that's Alex Denicky, so we're so proud of her. I know she's a fiery, young, redheaded chica who brings a lot of fun in dancing, is what I'm learning as I learn her avatar and her brand. Hopefully that's what she's going for. I wish she was on so I could ask her. But yeah, fiery red young girl, and super into fun, super into dancing, super into making this light and fun. And honestly, you guys, that's part of what my topic is tonight. So if you're not muted, just mute yourself quick. Also, before we go into that, if you have launch parties, throw them in the chat if you have any that you want to invite people to. I do want to say a major call out to Rebecca Peel for one that she had last week. That was, she rented out a room at Hazeltine, which is a golf club here in town, and in the next town over. And she just had, it was a social. It was a big social, and it was a lot of fun. And if you saw her on Insta stories or saw any of it, and actually after this, I'm going to post a video that Barbie did in Everyday Rockstars. I didn't tell her yet. But I'm going to post it because I want you guys to listen to the verbiage and the language. And she brought together just community. Truly, Rebecca is so good at bringing community together, both product users and new people and product sharers and business builders, as this community of people, you know, and wherever the person is at is cool. She doesn't really delineate, but it's just really neat to see. So congrats to you, Rebecca. I know that was a huge, it was almost like a mini Super Saturday sort of thing that you planned for your area. So I'm so proud of you on that. And if anyone else has other ones, please put them in the chat for upcoming. And then in case you were not, if you haven't looked in the groups or you were not on the call, Birthday Cake Shake is launching tomorrow. So birthday cake flavored shake. And as the Travises talked about it, who else was on? Who else was on live? Was anyone else on live just at 7? So they talked about, it was just a 10-minute. You can go watch it at isogenicslive.com. It's a recording. It's literally 10 minutes. But they talked about the birthday, and they talked about just how exciting it is. You know, 17 years takes them a moment to pause and reflect on where we are, and then our initiatives and where we're going, and how, you know, they said 3 main initiatives for the company, which are really obsessing over the customer experience, a focus on innovation, so products you can't get anywhere else, results you can't get anywhere else, all of that. Customer experience, we all know that's like, if it's not right for the customer, it's not right for the company. And then global performance. With this, you clearly have a global business, so it's very, very exciting. They want to make that a seamless global business for all of us. And the shake has legit sprinkles in it. People have been asking. And there are, they said, like chunks in the shake that are sort of like how cookies and cream had chunks. So these little sprinkles, but if you look at the flyers, you can see they're made from good things. The nutritional flavor profile is good. I showed my kids the picture and they were like, so I think, you know, if you have friends who have young kids and they wanted to get a healthy option for their kids, or, you know, I mean, there's so much we can do with this birthday shake. They also said, which I thought was interesting, they said it costs more for them to produce this one, but they're not raising the cost of the shake. Like, they want to get it out there. It's really a celebration. And I mean, it makes sense to me if they're the technology behind it and everything. So Yeah, we'll be making ice cream pretty soon, right? It's gonna be awesome. So I wanted to share that, and then really what I wanted to come on tonight and talk to you all about, yeah, baked mug protein. If anyone has those recipes, we should be sharing those, because I know the chocolate mug cake, we've made those before with the chocolate shake. This one would be so good with that, like that. So so what I wanted to come on and talk about came out of what happened this morning. So this morning, I actually got to enroll one of my very closest friends, like one of those friends that's a bridesmaid in your wedding, one of those people that you just look up to and they're positive, and, one of my total, like, just boss babes in my life. Like, she has been around, since 2004 in my life. So those people that you just admire. And it got me thinking, because the process, it was so fun, it was so seamless, it was so smooth, it was, she's a go-getter. She's someone that just brings the energy, and she just gets it. And she had already done a research on the website, and she knew what she wanted. And, she's got definitely a lot of that, like, red personality, which, for those of you who don't know, I mean, she has this just, like, kind of go-getter trait about her. But it was so easy. And I told Jake when I got off the phone after enrolling her, I was like, I just love, it's so fun when you work with someone who isn't giving you all this, like, resistance and pushing back and, making it really heavy, or having these, like, million objections, and where you feel like you're just dragging them. I mean, she's like, okay, I explained it, and she just got it, and I enrolled her, and it kind of put an extra skip in my step all day. And I bring that up because I do think that it's so important for us to think about, yes, I do believe that the products are for everyone, and we can truly help everyone with these products. But I also want you to really think about, as you're growing your team and as you're building your culture and as you're thinking about who you get to partner with, because we get to choose who we work with in this business. And I want you to truly take that in as a posture that you have, that when you are clear on the type of team you are building and the people that you want to work with, and your posture is that you have something amazing and you don't have to just partner with any soul that breathes, and you don't have to, if they're giving you this pushback and resistance, you don't have to put up with that. I want to empower you to really think through who it is that you want to work with. Like, what does that ideal person look like? And so we're going to take a few minutes, and if you have a pen and paper, I want us to do this little exercise, and I've done this before, just to kind of, like, give you a little bit of clarity and to be thinking through, because especially as we go into this next season with, creating more consultants, and we still have that matching consultant time where they get the fast consultant bonus, and a lot of people are running for executive, building teams. I want you to think, like, yes, we can help everyone with the products, but I also feel that sometimes we're almost like lowering our standards just to get the people, that are, there, that are responding or whatever. And so I want you to just have these high standards of the team that you're building. I really do. I look around when we do life together. We really do. We show up at events. We go on retreats. I know some of you just did. Holly, congrats on putting on an amazing retreat. I'm so proud of you. It just looked amazing. I know some of you were there. And I'm literally so proud of the people that we get to partner with. It's like, oh my gosh, these are, like, amazing people. They up-level me. They up-level Jake and me all the time. They push us to want to be the best version of ourselves, which in turn lets us serve people better, lets us be better leaders, better parents, better spouses, all of these things. So why would you not want to be working with these people who up-level your life? So I want to spend a minute. I want you guys to just brain dump, list some names out of people that you just wish got it in your business, people that you wish were in your business. You're not going to share the names with anyone. It's just for yourself. So, gosh, I just wish so-and-so, I wish they would say yes. I wish they would join me. Oh, it'd be so great if they would. And just brain dump the names and be honest with yourself. I'm not just, some of them. Write down the names that cross your mind all the time. Someone's blinker is like the perfect little ticking noise for this little Jeopardy activity. Okay, just another quick minute. Jot down those names. Okay. Okay. So now you have this list. And now what I want you to do is make a list of the traits, the types of traits, just traits of what you want the ideal consultant that you're going to work with. What are the traits of your ideal consultant? You know, and they vary for everyone, but it's like, I mean, I hear a lot I'm not gonna say any words because I don't want to plant, but when you think of who that ideal consultant is, like write down those traits of that person. Okay, and then in the chat, if you want, throw some words of that you're putting that you're thinking. Throw some words, some traits. Influencer. Yep. What else? Coachable. Good. Yeah. Driven. Social. Self-starting. Self-motivated. I love these words. This is awesome. Fun. Enthusiastic. Determined. Yep. Service heart. Positive. These are all super good. Super good. Okay, so these are, yeah, goal-oriented, has grit. Okay, so, and sometimes when I do this activity, it's like a really good gut check, because do you find that the list of the names on the first list, do they have all of those traits? Do a lot of the people that you write down that you wish they have, Holly, you're saying they have half of them? Half of the people? Half of the people have them, right. Or half the traits. No, half of the people have those traits. And the other half just doesn't, right? Right, or, you know, and you can even think of maybe some people on your team that you just wish they're product users, you wish they would get it, you wish they would do the business. Some of those people don't have the traits, right? Like, and that's okay. That's okay. Like, for me, when I do this, some words I come up with, like savvy people, hardworking. I think that's a big one. Disciplined and hardworking, you know? Because there's it's easy to want to go after someone who loves freedom, but if they're like so much of a free spirit that they're never gonna like get down and do the hard work, the grit, really get it done, the goal orientation. And I mean, I am a free spirit, so I'm allowed to like dig on them a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like, sometimes we have these people that we just can't release from our brain. Like, we can't release that, oh my gosh, we actually don't need to partner with every single person in the world. You know, we don't need to, you're looking for a handful of people that want to run to executive with you, that want to run to 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, simply consultant even to get going. Because, I mean, I know Gretchen Heinen's famous for saying, if you want to make $100,000, you're looking for 1,000 customers. You can get to the 1,000 active customers every month, averaging an order every month. And whether you put them there or not, that's cool. Maybe you put 100 people there who each share with 10, or, you share with 2, who share with 2, who share with 2, who share with 2. You get the point. And so not everyone, literally when I look at my list, Holly, mine is also half of them. Some of these people on my list, they're not flexible, they're not adaptable, they're not coachable. Even when they're using the products, they like complain to me every month. They're complainers. You know what I mean? Like, but you don't need to want to partner. I want you to like get that so much. I want you to release that, like, Sometimes we're spending time focusing or working on one person when that same energy that that one person is taking from you is taking time away from 3 other people that could be helped, that you could be spending that exact same time, and that those 3 other people, that snowball effect that you have for them, you're going to be helping them. It's going to be light. It's going to be joyful. It's going to be fun. I love the person who said fun, Heidi, good job, Heidi. That was you. Because if this business isn't fun, and Amanda talked about it today and Be Brave too, it's like this business is supposed to be fun. Network marketing is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to feel like a job. And so the people are out there, people who are looking for fun and looking for positivity. And, when you're at events, like think about, are you going to want to be with the people who are like, I'm going to sit in the back row and not show my face and I don't want, or are you going to want to be with the people who are into it, and who just get it, and you don't have to be, like dragging them. Because let's be honest, the minute that we're dragging people through the mud, like it feels like mud. And you get to create the culture within your team. Like more than anything, I want to empower you to take this list. And then also another gut check that's always so good is after you make your list is to hold it up and look in the mirror. I'm not going to ask anyone to do that. But look at it and give yourself a really hard look. Are you being that person? Because how do we attract these people in? We be that. You will attract exactly who you are into this business through your messaging. And, I know a lot of people spend a lot of time on branding, and it's like, it is just going to ooze out of you. And so whoever it is that you want to be in this business, if you want to attract coachable people, you got to be the most coachable person you can think of. If you want to attract committed people, you got to be the most committed person that you can think of. If you want a team that says, yes, I'm going to show up at the event and I'm going to show up early and I'm going to save my own seats and I'm going to, you got to be that person. Like whatever it is that you want, I just so empower you to do that and say, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. It's up to me to create that. And the coolest thing is you're not like you get to look, we all get to learn by looking and observing at others, other teams, other leaders, and learn from them. Some leaders show us exactly what we want to do. Other leaders show us exactly what we don't want to do in different situations. Like I'm sure there are things that I have done where you're like, well, I don't want to do it Allison's way. That's not my jam. That's cool. Like if it gave you a teachable moment, that's great. I look at leaders all across the company where I'm like, I want this, so you're not doing it by yourself, but you get to be the clarity and the leader to really create that. And I know we have people on this call that are very, very brand new to the call. And then we have people on the call who've been around for a while, and I don't want any of it to scare you other than just, what I really want is for it to empower you that the coolest thing about this business is that it's about building a web of people who want the similar things out of life: health, improved finances, time freedom, leverage. My post today on social media was about leverage. I would so much rather teach 50 people how to work 1 hour a week than work 50 hours a week myself. Like just bottom line, I would love that. We all win. And so, I love it when someone gets that and that lights them up, yeah, and there's stuff in the comments. Yeah, so Holly, like you do a mental job application with the people you want to join your biz. I've talked to certain people where I'm like, okay, if they don't say yes, like it's okay, I'm releasing that. Sure, maybe they'll want to order some birthday cake shake tomorrow, but that's okay. Like 1,000 people, think of how big this world is. That's just what gets me so excited when I think about the abundance in the world and the number of people that we can help and the number of people, most people still have not heard of Isogenics when I talk to them about it, or they think they maybe have. And then, yeah, Heidi, the law of non-resistance, even if you think they might be a shiny rock, and I'm talking too about some of those high-powered people. Maybe they're super high-powered and you think that, they've just crushed it in all these areas of life, but their energy that they're showing up at with this, you're having to constantly be forcing them, and the right people are out there, the people that literally are high quality. And here's the other thing. It is easy for all of us to go and to enroll the people who need to be like saved, or the people who are like, they're just there, they need to be saved. And sometimes when you see one of those high-powered people that's like your perfect avatar, you get a little bit more nervous about it, right? You're like, okay, I got to step it up. I got to take this really seriously. I got to, have my fit together. And sorry if there's kids watching, have my stuff together. Because you're going to like up your quality. And I just so encourage you, like David Wood always tells us, the magic happens outside of your comfort zone. So I want you to not think about staying in the comfort zone of, you know, oh, like my family's going to be the lowest hanging fruit. Sometimes it's like the lowest hanging fruit. Maybe it's your family for you, or maybe it's your close neighbor network because they're so, you know, you're all so close. Or maybe it's your college friends, or maybe it's your work, the people that you see proximity wise all the time. Maybe that's just going to be the easiest for you. Start there, fine, but I want you to recognize that, like, to really have true growth. I listened to a Chris Harder podcast today. He was talking about mental toughness and mindset toughness. And, you know, your comfort zone is here, and the only way that you're going to really grow into your dreams is to expand your comfort zone. And the only way to make your comfort zone this big is to go outside of it. So the more you get outside of it, the more you get outside of it. You know, the 2 Super Saturdays I've planned now were outside my freaking comfort zone, where I was like, okay, this is like ridiculous. Who am I to be up here with certain people in the front row that I'm like, you know, but that's how we step it up. We up level, we go bigger, and the good things come of it. And, you know, when you have someone that you feel is going to be of such high quality, it's not all about you. It's not all on you. You don't have to perform for them. You simply have to find the person to connect them into and plug them into on a 3-way call, or on, you know, and the coolest thing is that maybe you have this feeling about, gosh, they're going to be just amazing on my team. The other person is just going to give you a 3-way call. So they're going to get that experience. You know, that's how 3-way calls are so important too. And then also I would say events, you know, and we're coming up on ICU in Vegas, Isogenics University in Vegas. I just implore you to really consider coming, if at all possible, because one of the ways that I have, you know, if you want to grow yourself, if you want to work to be that person that's attracting the people in that you want, you know, events is one of those things that you sit there and you come out almost, you know, really not almost, you truly come out 10 feet taller, and you come out more unshakable, and you come out more refined, and you come out with just these words that you can share, and it almost just attracts these people in to what you're doing. It's really a magical thing. So I know some of us are going to Vegas. I know some people are going to Atlantic City too. And when it comes to like events, podcasts, you know, who you're really letting control your mind. You know, we don't let people live in our mind rent free. Like literally I've heard that phrase, and it's like, don't let them live there rent free. Like don't let them steal the cycles that you could be creating by the garbage that they're telling you, things like that. You know, I mean, so you go to these events and you come out of them just so much more bulletproof and clear on the quality that you're building. And then another thing that I would say is write these words on your mirror. You know, write out the words, am I this? Would I enroll with myself today? You want to be that person day in and day out that if you're going to, you know, if you are looking for the, you know, the next you to come into your business, would you enroll with yourself today? You know, and I just so strongly encourage you to consider, you know, consider being that person, and then also recognize that you have the power. So like you have the power. Everyone on this call, I'm looking in your eyes, I'm seeing who you are. Like you are so worthy of your dreams and your visions and your goals. Like you are just so worthy of it. And sometimes we, you know, talk down on ourselves, or we say negative things to ourselves that we would not say to other people. And so I just encourage you to think through, you know, I see some head nods, you know, like personal development and podcasts and getting to events, and then also who you let in your inner circle. There are a few different podcasts that I've been listening to lately. One is the John Maxwell Leadership Podcast. Another one is the Isogenics Podcast. Yeah, no, Barbie's clapping. Isogenics has a great podcast out there. You know, Chris Harder, For the Love of Money, has a great podcast. Gretchen Heinen, Net Worth It. I mean, there's so many good podcasts out there. So if you're coming to ICU, throw a comment in the chat. If not ICU, if not May 2nd to 4th, yes, Barbie, I know, I'm so pumped. If not May 2nd to 4th, Nashville is the next one. And we were just talking, the most important event for you to get to is always the next one, because the next one is going to be the closest one. It's going to be the one that can grow you sooner and get your momentum going quicker, and get you, and then also get your team there. It's never, you know, it's never just about you going. Maybe the first one is about you going, but then it's about getting your team. So if you're not going, typically your team does what you do, but if you have that influence with them and can push them to go, even if you can't, then plug them into us, plug them into Barbie or me or Corey's going or Danny Leverson or Chelsea or all these. Teresa, I'm calling you out because I know you're going. Plug them in so that they get that experience too. I mean, there's so much of this is like the first dreaming big piece and vision and creating exactly what you want out of your life. And then it's showing others to do the same. And it truly is the bomb. I'm so pumped. And that's where you also pick up on your mental toughness and your grit and your grace. And just really building this business exactly how you want. And then I just encourage you, take that list of names that you wish they would join your business. And the ones on there that don't fit your list of traits that you're looking for, I want you tonight to release that expectation of those people. Like, cross them off, rip up the list if it helps. Whatever it is, if there are certain names that you're stuck on, release the expectation. And then here's the thing. Literally one of my best friends who I enrolled today, you guys, I've been doing this for 5.5 years. 5.5 years. She did enroll probably in my second year with a 9-day and did a one and done 9-day back then. And then she turned off her auto ship, and that's okay, right? People, you need to be so clear in your vision and where you're headed and not worry so much. I wasn't like, okay, whatever. Oh, if she doesn't do it, I'm going to fail. If so-and-so doesn't do it, I'm going to fail. If so-and-so doesn't do it with me, then it's not worth it. No, I want you to be so clear in the vision that you're creating because the right people come into your life. Look at, these amazing people who all log in on a Monday night, and all the people that are plugging into your product groups and your team pages and all of the things that you own, out there within your network and within what you're creating. So just know that people come in their own time. Yeah, nobody's been watching you for 5.5 years. It's true, because no one else has been on this call for that long, and we still have people come to us who are like, oh, okay, I'm ready to order. I know with the birthday cake shake tomorrow, I will enroll certain people that have just been waiting for that. I don't know, waiting for whatever, but waiting for the birthday cake shake. So I think that's pretty much what I have today. Instead of spending the time with the people who are sucking the joy and the energy out of your business, I just encourage you to think of triple that number of people that you can help when they are just high quality people who want to be helped. So a little bit of a different message tonight, but I thought it would hit home with someone, and I hope it did. Also, another really good way to have inner circle and mental toughness and mindset and motivation. Exactly 6 months from right now, we are hosting our team's executive retreat. And I just want to mention that because I'm so excited. It's going to be in the Twin Cities. So if you live in the Twin Cities, it's drivable. We have a VRBO, a vacation rental right on a lake with a boat and all the things that I love. And just a gorgeous space. Gorgeous, gorgeous space. I'll put it in the chat. It's September 20th, 22nd. You just have to hit exec by then. We have an amazing group of executives, and literally, you guys, 6 months, anyone on this call can do that. Like, you can say, now's my time, pedal to the metal, I'm going. And we're just so excited because it's men, women. If you want to bring your husband, cool. If you want to come by yourself, cool. We're going to have a super fun weekend and just collaboration. If you know me, I love to bring the value. So I'm just super pumped for it. So that's 6 months from now. Mark your calendar if you're at exec. And if you're not, mark your calendar and put it on your vision board and get there, okay? That's what I got. I hope you all have a great night. If anyone has any questions, you can reach out or you want to talk more about this. I would absolutely love to. So have a good night. Bye, guys.